one of the riders in the front group, or if indeed Brodie Chapman herself had a mechanical problem. The team cars are really quite far behind, so this again is why it's really important that you have teammates around you that are able to help you. But all the while, Line Jansen, what a race she's been having this Tour de France Femme AVEC ZWIFT. She's been so impressive in the opening stages, and this has really triggered a response from the group behind.
Bjorn Otterstad, the Norwegian champion, is also on the chase. Line Jansen was fourth in the bunch sprint yesterday for Volker Wessels. On the front, bringing Bjorn Otterstad. Justin Hechira right behind her. Brodie Chapman doing what Brodie Chapman does. Good ride,
She is Maeva Skimon, I think, from UAE ADQ, also there still, the Breton rider.
Here comes Silke Schmolders in the purple. These are the opportunities here.
Yeah, followed by the French rider.
She's also, both of these riders both having great tours. I think Maeva Skimon, it's great again to see her progress. She's another rider that came through our KFB hotels.
Yeah, exactly. She was second in the Grand Bornand, and it's what made her like being so confident on changing team and going in a team where she could have more opportunities in terms of level, in terms of how she could grow. So yeah, it's been a good choice for her, I think, to change team and to try to see how she could do on a higher level.
Second behind Justin Hechira on that stage last year, was in that breakaway. Three at the front, Silke Schmolders, Brodie Chapman getting some company, one of which is her teammate. We've got two chasers also just trying to come across the gap here. We have 16.3 kilometers to go. We're not seeing any updates now on the green jerseys, so it does look like it's going to be tough for them to come back now. So we'll focus in on this group unless they have a lightning chase to come back. Seeing a chaser coming out.
Yeah, this is the American. This is Ross Edwards, I think. Followed by Ricardo Borenstein. Marij Meijering, sorry. The Dutchie from Movistar.
Now just getting across the gap.
Sherin Van den Rooij with the Frenchie from Ceratizit, I think. Dilexine Mirmont, who had such a solid first mountain stage in the Giro where she was second behind Anna Andersen.
That's a strong group we've now got at the front. Multiple teams represented here in the breakaway. So the two UAE ADQ riders back to our chasing group, and it is the team of Isma Lisabite that are now combining with Canyon Trams on the Crypto to drive this one on. So Marianne Vos, our yellow jersey, the maillot jaune in this race, going into the day 12 seconds ahead of Lorena Vives, who was dropped on that climb under the pressure of the Phoenix de Koning team with Jora Castelline. Kim Lacourt in this group. Edwards makes another move, but straight on her. Very admiring from Movistar. And then you can see Ella Wiley just controlling the group.
Valentina Carola going for Arkea B&B Hotel. Or maybe Lotte the Belgian. She actually has been crashing at the beginning of the race, so she's not seriously injured. Oh, is she? No, she's the Frenchie, she's Ticia Rio. Yeah. Great job on her, she's so young. She is, I think, 20 years old. She was in with Julie Begot when she was world champion.
So a good bit of video there. Just going on the attack for our B&B hotels. Our leading route now up to Le Maupuy. 4.7 kilometers to the top of our next climb. Magdalena Valieras now making a move with Julien Labuse and Ricardo Bauernfeind. So multiple teams and multiple groups just trying to go clear here. There's a sense of there's always that sense.
Oh, Marianne Vos now going.
Here she goes.
So the best form of defence is attack, Mariana Voss. And this is again just looking at that previous fight for Mariana, thinking, okay, if they make this hard, if I go now, I can give myself a bit of drifting. Here beyond that Unterstadt, winner of the Tour of Norway, her home tour, and that final stage was an impressive move. Another rider that really has taken a big leap forward this season as Mia Bjorndal Unterstadt.
I think for Voss in that moment, she'd almost run out of teammates that were able to try and control all of these attacks that were going up the road. And when you look at the teams that were represented, you know, first off in our breakaway group that's sitting 12 seconds ahead of the peloton, and then we had three major teams going up the road there with EF Education, FDJ Suez and Canyon Trams on the crypto. It was a really dangerous situation for Mariana Voss if she didn't have teammates to close it. Silke Smulders though, really laying down the watts on the start of this climb.
She is indeed, Silke Smulders. There's the group in the background. The gap is small, but good representation of teams here. Shirin van Anrooy, another rider that is dangerous in this move, is Shirin van Anrooy. Lily Williams on the front here for
strong rise from her. I mean, she's one of the fast rider, and she's still there. There is no many of them still in this little group.
She's good at surprising us, Lily Williams, though, isn't she? In terms of when you look in a group and then all of a sudden Lily's there. It's that track power, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, you know, Olympic team pursuit champion.
Femke de Vries just trying to stay on the back of the group here to be able to do a job for Mariana Voss. Sarah Gigante, we're seeing Julie Bego as well, the young French rider in our white jersey, so our best young rider is still in there. EF Education Oatley on the front. They've got Cedrine Cabal in here, one of the big favourites for today's stage. Maddie Garcia in the purple, just a little bit further back down the group. Here comes Cecilia Ludwig just on the left, Neve Fisher Black right in the centre, and the red, yellow and blue there of Lidl Trek. Smulders, Van Anrooy, Viermont, Suivant and Chapman really working together at the head of the race. The gap really just not really growing a huge amount at the moment. Femke de Vries, she's in a world. This is that position where you're, as a teammate, you're just turning yourself inside out to be able to do one more pull for your leader.
Yeah, you can see that she was desperately fighting to get back into the group so that she can try and provide a little bit extra support for Mariana Voss.
So Ryan comes through to the front for Canyon Trams on the crypto. Cassie Nuviadoma clearly feels that she has the opportunity today. Sarah Gigante here wearing 94 for AG Insurance Sudal. You've got to say the rider that we'll watch out for in the climbs to come in this race. There's Cedrine Cabal with teammate Noemi Ruick to just swing under the trees left and right out of this group.
Yeah, Canyon SRAM has a lot of riders still in this peloton. I think this is the team who is the best represented.
Strength in numbers here, as Audrey said, from Canyon SRAM's on the crypto. Let's go out and hear from Iris Lappendal.
One last update from me here, deep in the final of today's stage. We're behind a group of Voss and Wiebes, and we see that every acceleration there is a casualty in the group. They have to riders getting dropped all the time. I think it's the course we're on right now is in the favor of the breakaway. It's a lot of twisty turning. It's technical, and especially that last descent towards the finish, from what I've heard and seen, is going to be super technical. Like a few days ago, we have a group of, they don't have a lot of teammates or no teammates with them anymore. And that makes the situation dangerous for them. They need to control themselves, and sometimes at that time...
Do that at the start.
Back to Mariana Voss, Sarah Gigante, that's showing some skill here as well on the descent. She will fight and battle to get back into this group to help her teammate who's on the front here in the white jersey, Mauritian national champion Cassia Niewiadoma, just trying to encourage everyone here to come through and get this group working. So is Kim Lacourt. Lacourt just talking into the radio. Pauline Ferrand-Prévot doing the same. She'll just be checking where Marianne Vos is.
Yeah, everyone talking a lot to know a little bit about the gap separating this group to the other ones, and mostly to Marianne Vos, because for Kim Lacourt, this is the goal, going for yellow again. I think she's able to do it. Look at the gap between those two groups, 3Ks to go.
So no, they're not working together at the moment, but this is what we said. Sarah Gigante, respect to the Aussie. That's one of the, we talked as well, how much improvement Sarah Gigante has made in her descending in the recent month. It's back in here, and Anna van der Breggen attacks down the right-hand side of the road, telephoned it in just a little bit, let everyone know that she was coming, almost there, as Kim Lacourt just having a word there with her teammate, Sarah Gigante.
Yeah, they need to be careful. It's only 28 seconds. The second group is coming closer to this first one. They have to collaborate, but obviously they're all looking at each other. They are the strongest of the tour.
Cedric Cabal, Pug Peterson working together. Marianne Vos sat just behind the two FDJ Suez riders. And Demi Vollering not working, perhaps feels that she wants those two teammates to come back to help her.
No, I think this is the tactic for Demi Vollering, to not give too many turns, as she knows she's not the fastest sprinter in this group, so she's trying to save energy for the final.
So Gigante leading through. Kim Lacourt, fast finisher out of this group. You would potentially say in this group, looking at this season so far, Kim Lacourt's the fastest finisher out of this group. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. She is the fastest of this group. She's been doing a lot of efforts, but still looks so good. And you could see the power she had at the top of this climb, able to follow all the attacks from the different leaders.
So bonus seconds on the line. Demi Vollering just trying to recover from that crash in front of her. Last year's Tour winner. Is it going to be another historic moment in this Tour de France fan for Kim Lacourt? Pauline Ferrand-Prévot. Pauline also has got a fast finish on her.
Yeah, but you could see at the top of the climb that she was not able to sprint against Kasia, against Kim Lacourt or Demi Vollering. So in my opinion, she has to try to attack before the finish. She is definitely not the fastest of this group.
There's a couple of little rises still to come in this final kilometre. There are a couple of little springboards. Paulina Royackers lining it up in these final 1.7 kilometres through that 1.2k. There's a slight little rise up towards the finish. It's Sarah Gigante on the front. Will Paulina Royackers here decide to go long in that one? You can see she's already shifted the hands down onto the drops. It's Sarah Gigante now that's leading out.
What a monster pull from the Australian. She knows that she has to pull it, because if she stops to pull, then they're gonna look at each other. No one wants to do the big effort, the big last efforts to the line. And now Anna van der Breggen trying to go now.
Anna van der Breggen here's the front. She can see her. She went barrier side there. Has to look back. Kicks back over to the side of the road. Kim Lacourt poised and ready in second wheel. Cassia Niewiadoma just moves up. They know that they need to watch the Mauritian national champion here.
It's early for Kim Lacourt, and she is looking, of course, back, trying to find a wheel to protect herself.
Kim Lacourt on the front, following on the outside. Paulina Royackers looks
good.
like she's about to make her moves around the outside. They open up to the sprint now. Anna van der Breggen hits the front. Here comes Kim Lacourt, straight down the centre of the road. Cassia Niewiadoma trying to get on terms. So is Demi Vollering.
That's Kim Lacourt. That's Kim Lacourt. That's Kim Lacourt.
Kim Lacourt.
That was very close.
Kim Lacourt makes history here in the Tour de France, takes the win. the Mauritian national champion. She's already worn yellow. Now she takes the stage of the Tour de France. What a historic moment. The chase behind, though. Here comes Pop Peterson and Marianne Vos now leading in this group behind. Marianne Vos is going to come in, lead in the group behind. You can see around about the 30 seconds lost here for Marianne Vos. It's going to be a stage win and back into yellow for Kim LaCour.
Yeah, it looks like those two riders have been putting an option on this yellow jersey, Martin, since the beginning of this tour.
What a race she is having, and here we see Julie Bego just coming in our next group behind. So our best young rider in the race, Mavi Garcia, coming home next. But what a fast run in towards the finish as Mavi Garcia crosses the line, just losing it just over a minute. Justine Herrera is in that group. What a great job the AG Insurance Sudal team have done to deliver that one. But this is what we need. Here we go. Audrey, take us through the sprint.
Yeah, so you could see that Kim LaCour found herself a little bit too early in the front. So she really intelligently, smartly, like waited a little bit. And when she saw the finish line, she just launched a sprint. You can see how strong she is. It was very close for Demi Vollering trying to come back. She never let it go as well. And it was a little too short. And Kim LaCour could really enjoy, and yeah, surprisingly, I think it's Anna van der Breggen taking some seconds as well.
Yeah, that was a moment, kind of echoes of Robin Sapel when Demi Vollering was sprinting, and Ruth Edwards just picked her on the line there as well.
True, it happens many times actually.
But Kim LaCour takes it. What a Tour de France she is having.
What a rider she is.
But this is what cycling needs. This is the globalization of cycling. This is what we
definitely,
need.
Marty. And at the moment looking after a group of African riders for the World Center, and I can tell you she's such an inspiration for them. We have some Mauritius riders as well, and they're so fan of her. She's such a simple person as well, so smiley, like never a word above another one. She's really, really a good person outside the bike too, inspiring a big generation of African riders dreaming on racing the Tour de France one day.
And also we go to Rwanda for our first World Championships in
Yeah, can you imagine? It's actually the African year almost. And after Binyam Girmay last year being green jersey on the Tour, we have now Kim LaCour being yellow jersey on the Tour de France Femmes.